This slideshow is titled Dorothy and Jack and is edited from a collection of about 600 slides dating from the early 50s until the late 70s, taken by an American photographer, Dorothy Elizabeth Ellsbury. I purchased them on eBay in 2001. I can tell you Dorothy Elizabeth Ellsbury was born in 1906 and her birthday was March 17th, also St. Patrick's Day. And Hayes Barnett Ellsbury, Jack, was born 21st of January 1901. The slides start in 1951 when Dorothy was 47 and end in 1978 when she would have been 72. I have edited the full collection of slides into 2 carousels, ordered chronologically by the date and exposure number stamped on the slide's cardboard borders when they were processed. Spanning almost 30 years, we see Dorothy's distinctive staging emerge and characterise her artistic focus on the classical genres of landscapes, interiors, still lives, and documenting her life with her husband Jack. For the first carousel of slides, I selected all the interiors, the heart of which are her dinner tables, decorated for birthdays and Christmas, and always a table set for 2, Dorothy and Jack. The dinner tables are meticulous, created with care and detail so intimate and abundant, with multiple courses accompanied by frosted glasses of iced water. In a few slides, she references her new cookbook, French Cooking for Americans, and she appears to be modelling the idealised dream of a 1950s, 60s housewife. The interiors of the house seem comfortable, with an orderly lived-in quality. In the beginning, they live in Sacramento City, in the house that Jack built. Then they retire to a rural property outside of Sacramento called Fair Oaks, where they kept their horses. The second carousel of slides feature her husband, H.B. Ellsbury, as she formally refers to him. Otherwise, it's Jack. Jack is most often pictured outdoors in the landscape with his rope-bridled horse in action cowboy mode as he bravely fords mighty rivers on horseback and surveys the landscape from rocky ravines in the wilderness. These images, paired with the dinner tables and still lives, remind us Jack is safe in the knowledge the home fires are always burning. Dorothy seems to idealise Jack as the hero, belying the fact she would have been right there beside him on her horse and with a camera. There are only 3 images of Dorothy in the whole collection. 2 she labelled self-portraits, even dedicating one for Jack, and on the 3rd slide she notes, taken by Jack. And it shows a pet bird perched on her finger, absorbing her attention. Dorothy is elusively present, yet absent. A love story emerges of a relationship that is not in the fresh flush of youth, yet touches upon the deep romantic ideal of old age spent together with the one you love. The years pass and we see Jack age. He becomes heavier, looks less flexible, but is always active, working hard outdoors. Dorothy, sometimes a distance away, I imagine standing on their back porch, watching him. Dorothy's extensive descriptions and use of full names in her handwritten annotations on the slides was the key to search deeper into her identity and history. There was something both ominous and compelling for me in taking this step, to break through the anonymity. But Dorothy's detailed records seemed to insist upon it. She was a photographer and an archivist. When I first purchased the slides in 2001, I was 36 and a student in New York City. I am adopted, and at that time I had just reunited with my birth mother and father, as well as married and had started my own family. Adoption for me has been an experience that directly informs the way I relate to my collection slides. It makes me want to keep the remnants of these families somehow together. I remember looking at the slide captioned Dorothy E. Ellsbury, self-portrait for Jack, 48 years, in 2001 when I bought the slides. While today it is me who is 48, and I find I am looking at her photographs differently. As I know her more, my life has connected to her story. I joined an online ancestry service and constructed a family tree for Dorothy and Jack. As I discovered more details about their lives, for example the dates of a parent's death, I would cross-reference through the slides to see if any indication of these events could be found there also. When I bought these slides on eBay in 2001, the seller said they were from a deceased estate. My research discovered that Dorothy and Jack had no children. Jack was an only child, and while Dorothy had one sister, Alice, she also had no children. In ancestry terms, they were the end of their line. Therefore, it was me who had inherited Dorothy's slides. And recognising the deep human need to be held in the memories of others has led me to retell the story of Dorothy and Jack in this slideshow. Jack died on the 26th of July 1974. And there are only 24 slides in the collection taken after this date. It was as if Dorothy lost interest in photography, or perhaps she had lost her muse. In the end, I think Dorothy must have lost her memory before she died from Alzheimer's disease on January 21st, 1994. The anniversary of Jack's birthday.